Okay, so what's the first thing that you need for the DDS? You need to have a library. Step number one, you have to have a library. Now, what you put in the DDS, it's actually inside a member. The members are placed inside an object. This object is of special type called source physical file. So you need to have a library. You need to have a source physical file. And inside the source physical file, you put a member. Then after you're done writing the member, you compile the member. And when you're done compiling the member, you then use the member. After you're done compiling the member, it now becomes an object. Did everybody heard the process?
Yeah.
Okay. At least give me some kind of confirmation, guys, either in the chat or in the reaction or in the voice, so that I know that you are there. Dar.
Heard.
But I need some confirmation. I don't know. You got it or not? Did you got it? Did you get it? Okay, cool. Thank you. So what I would like you to do is, on your end, write down all these steps. And then I will repeat and you check to see if you get them in the correct order. Let's see if you remember what I just said. Everybody got this?
What page is on? Because I heard you.
No, it's not on any page. I just said, just write it down from what you heard from me. It's on no page. It's in due page. So what do you need for the DDS? What do you need to have? The first thing, guys, a library. Okay. So if you guys did not get the step 1 right, make a note of it now. Again, this information is not in the book. Okay, step number 2. What do you need to have after that? After you create a library. Create a library. Okay, what do you have to create after that?
An object in that library.
What kind of object?
Simple physical file.
No. Source.
Source.
Source physical file object. Okay. Step number 3. Then what do you do inside the source physical file? Create a member. Okay. Once you're done creating a member, you save the member. Then what do you do with that member?
Compile it.
Compile the member. To create what? Upon successful compilation, what does it create? What does the member create when it's compiled successfully? To create an object, okay? And then you can use the object. These are the 6 steps, or at least the 5 steps that you would have to have in place. Create a library. That step is already done for you. So that's why I'm making this probably a different color. You all have a library. That's your current library. You all have one. You don't have to create one. So you need to do steps 2 through 5. Okay. Step number 2 is also done one time only, when you're creating your very first member. So that's why that step is not even a repetition step. So I'm going to give it a slightly different color. Let's say blue. Okay, with me, everybody, so far? Okay. Now let's come down to the member. The members that you are creating, according to chapter number 5, page 166, how many different kinds of members are considered to be DDS members? I'm asking for a number. How many? According to page 166.
What did you say?
I said, how many types of members are listed on page number 166?
3. Nope. 4.
4. Very good. Which are, what are those 4?
PRTF.
Print
Yes.
file. Yeah, printer files.
Display files.
Uh-huh.
Hidden files. And logical files.
Yep, physical files and logical files. Our main concentration in this course is on the last 2. Physical files and create a member. So our main focus will be PF and LF members. Physical file predates a database table. So it's a way for you to store data permanently in the backend. That's physical file. What's the purpose of a logical file? A logical file lets you borrow data from a physical file and gives you a smaller window into an actual data for whatever reason. It could be security reason. It could be performance reason. You could create a logical file that taps into the physical file, and it doesn't hold data. It just constantly refreshes its data set from the physical file. So I gave you an example that if there is a department at your workplace who wants to look at one particular field of all the customers, you do not give the entire master file over to them. You rather create a logical file with only one field selected, and you give access to that logical file over to that team so that they can only look at the data that they need. Okay, so we will be looking at logical files later on in the course, but our first emphasis will be on the physical file. So we create a member, a physical file member. Okay, you save the member, you compile the member to create a physical file object or a logical file object. Is everybody with me so far? Understand? Any question about this slide so far? Okay. Now, let me create some smaller items to show you what utilities we use for each one of these steps. For this step, where we create a member and save the member, we write the entire source code of the member. We use a utility known by the name of SEU. Does anybody remember what SEU stands for?
Source entry utility.
Source entry utility. Very good. Okay. Now, source entry utility is mentioned on page number 165 under the overview. Okay. What utility do we use for compilation? That's also on page 165. Can anybody help us with that utility name?
PDM.
PDM. Very good. So we use the PDM utility for that purpose. Okay. And then when we are using it, we can use it in many ways, shapes, or forms, but one of them is called the DFU, which is the data file utility. Okay. So these are the 3 utilities that we will tap into today. Okay. Now, turning on to page 173, go to page 173. That's where it tells you, there it shows you what the first screen of the PDM utility looks like. Where do you think I should go to compile members? Which option should I pick from page 173, figure 5.3? Which option should I pick to compile my member?
3.
3. Very good. Okay. When I pick option number 3, I get to page 182, figure 5.12. I can get to see that screen. That's page 182, figure 5.12. Which option should I pick to compile my member? The options are listed at the top. What option number should I pick to compile my member? Page 182, figure 5.12.
14.
14. Can everybody see that in that diagram under the options that were listed at the top, what 14 stands for? Yep, okay. 14 is compile. What kind of screen is this? What screen type is this? Is this menu, help, prompt, or list? Figure 5.12, I'm talking about. Menu, help, prompt, or list? List, because the items are listed and I got to pick the numbers in the options area. It's not a menu because menu already have the pre-coded numbers. Okay. What kind of screen is it on page 183? Figure 5.13.
Prompt.
Prompt. Very good. Okay, because we are fill in the blanking in that. Okay. So this screen that you see on page number 183, figure 5.13, what do you think which utility I am about to enter once I fill in the blank on this prompt? This is the first screen of that utility. Jalen, figure 5.13, page 183. What do you see written at the top in that diagram?
Session, are you talking about the session B?
I'm talking about page 183,
Yeah.
figure 5.13. What's written right at the top of that?
Start source entry utility.
So what is the name of the utility?
Entry. Source entry.
Source entry utility, SEU. That is the name of the utility. And this is the start screen of that utility. Okay. What command will I type to get to the screen? DAR. What command will I type to get to the screen? Page 183, figure 513. It tells you the command right there at the top in the parentheses.
STRSEU.
Very good. Okay, that's how it basically is so helpful. This environment is so helpful. It keeps telling you how you got here. STRSEU. Okay, I'm not done, Dar. So after you type STRSEU, do you press enter or do you press F4 to get to the screen?
Is it as a prompt screen?
Yeah. So do I press F4 to get to the screen or do I press enter to get to the screen?
F4.
Very good, because you already answered the question. You said prompt, right? So it should be easy, F4, because F4 is the only way to get to the prompt. Good job. Okay, guys. Page 185, figure 514. Ismail. What is the name of my source physical file? Looking at figure 514 on page 185. What is the name of my source physical file, Ismail? Very good. So everybody else also should be looking at page 185, figure 514, and source file is the name where your source physical file's name goes. Okay. Nathan, what is the name of my member according to figure 514, page 185?
EMP-PF,
Very good. And what is the member type?
PF physical file.
Very good. Okay. If I'm creating logical file, where will I put the LF?
Can you say that again?
If I'm creating a logical file instead of a physical file, where will I put LF?
On the line next to source type, where the PF is right now.
Yep. You will replace the PF and you will replace it with LF. Correct. Very good. Okay. So page 185, the first diagram shows you that you enter your source physical file, you enter your member name, you enter your member type, you hit enter. And when you hit enter, you land on page 185, figure 515. That's how your screen looks like. This is like your source entry screen. Okay. By looking at the source entry screen, where you will be entering your source code, can you tell what member it is? Just by looking at figure 515, can you tell the member type? And where is it located on the screen?
Yeah, at the top left, just below columns and SCU, there's FMTPF. So that would be physical
Ve-
file.
Very good. Very good. Okay. In the top left corner, FMTPF. Okay. Now let me tell you one more thing. Common mistake students make. On page 185, figure 5.14, students put in the name of the member. They forget to write PF and they hit enter. When you do not write the member type, SEU think you're creating a text file, like a notepad, and then that it basically creates a text file. And you are like, oh, okay, I'm creating a physical file. You're under that impression, and you make your way all the way through the compile time. and you enter 14 and it yells back and says invalid object type. Okay, so that's why you got to be careful when you're entering your source code that you are in the correct place and you are in the correct type. Okay. What is the name of this member? Can you locate that in figure 5.15 and tell me where it's located? The name of the member is located in the top right corner. The name of the member is EMPPF. Okay, can you see that in figure 515 in the top right corner? EMPPF, that's the name of the member. Okay, right above that line in the top right corner, right at the top, in the top right corner, right at the top, right above EMPPF. What is that CIS001? What is that?
The library.
Library slash QDDSSRC. What is that?
The source file.
The source file. Okay. And when you write something like this, library slash an object, what do you call that according to chapter number 2? An object name preceded by a library name is called what? Qualified name. Remember that? Qualified name. Anytime you write the library name slash an object name, it is called qualified name. Okay. Now that you are sitting inside the document and you simply press F4. Why do you press F4? Does anybody remember from last time? Why do you press F4?
Pressing F4 is what brings up the prompt screen so you can fill out the parameters and such.
Why? Why do I need that? Why can't I just start typing?
You mean why can't you start typing on the line itself next to the command? Because I'm not 100% sure. Hold on a second.
So basically what I'm saying is, and when I go to the line, why can't I just simply start typing? Why do I have to press F4? The answer lies right here. that all these numbers that you see, like those dot, dot, plus, dot, 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 one, those are columns. Okay, those are columns. Things have to go in special columns. You cannot just put anything anywhere you feel like it. So for example, where you see, this is a regular text file. See, it's not PF. So that's why this example looks a little bit different than you guys. Okay. So on your screen, in your book, what you look at in page number 100 and, what page number was that? Where you guys were? Page number 185, what you're looking at, you see on the top line, you guys see a T dot name, right? T dot name. The T is where you need to have your record format come. And name is where your field should come. So everything has to align in certain columns. So instead of me having to sit there and move my cursor to make sure that where what aligns, I press F4. Okay, I press F4. When I press F4, now switch to page 190, 190. And look at figure 5.20. On page 190, figure 5.20. Look at the bottom of that screen. You see all these prompts, name type, name, ref, length, date type, decimal, all of that stuff shows up because of the prompt. All you got to do is fill in the blank. And when you fill in the blank and hit enter, then things appear in the SEU in the correct line, wherever you press the F4. And like that, you keep filling in the entire document. Next thing to learn. Look at page 191, the very first line on page 191. That line has only two things. Yeah, I'm talking about figure 5.21 on page 191. You see R and you see EMPPF, right? R and EMPPFR, right? R is for record format. What's R for? Record format. Why do we need a record format? This is why you need a record format. You will be defining fields that defines a data set. When you create a collection of fields, this environment requires you to give that collection a name. For example, your driver's license has fields, correct? Those collection of fields are called your record format. The fields are same for all of us who have driver's license. What's different is the values in them. So the record format is required. So now let's tap into what is in a member of type PF. Okay, physical file member. Okay, number one, record format needs to have a name. That's one thing. Then what else? Then you define fields. Each field has a name and a data type, and if required, a field size. I'll tell you the details in just a minute. What do I mean by if required? So every physical file member needs to have the record format, fields, and each field has to have a name, a data type, and a field size. Theoretically, do you understand? So what do we mean by a field name? For example, if I'm creating a driver's license DDS, a field name would be eye color. Okay. What do you think should be a good data type for an eye color? Should it be a number or should it be a text?
Text.
Text. Okay. Now in this environment, text is called character. What is it called?
Character.
Character. Okay. Your data types are listed on page number 192. That page is very important for you guys. If you ever forget the data types, they are on that page. Why is this important? Look at page number 192. What do you find so unique about these data types if you have learned other programming languages? Is there anything unique or different about these data types? Aren't they all one letter long?
Yeah, why is that?
Because that's how it is. That's how they created it. They only created one character field for a data type.
Except binary character is 5 on my screen at least.
Yeah, that's 5. It is 5.
All right.
Again, don't think like you're in 21st century. This is mid 20th century stuff. Okay, that's one of the biggest problems that we run into, that people are learning C#, and at the same time they're trying to learn this stuff. They have learned modern programming languages like high-level languages. They have learned modern databases, and they now learn this, and they basically say, why? You got to think like you are 1960s to understand why. Okay. So that's why things may not make sense to you, because they are from the old times. Which field size are fixed? The last 3. L, T, Z. Those are fixed size. Date, time, and timestamp. Okay. Other than that, all the other data types have lengths. Microsoft, IBM, Oracle, they all have advanced databases, but this is pre-databases. Okay. Now look at the first 2 lines. You have zoned data type and you have packed that data type. Okay. Zoned data type is the old data type to represent numbers. Packed data type was introduced to utilize more data in less number of bytes. So when packed was introduced, we were able, let's say this is 1 byte, right? You typically need 1 byte to store data, right? But what IBM did, IBM divided 1 byte into 2 half bytes. That's what was different about this approach, that we had 2 half bytes.
How the heck can you divide a byte?
Aha. See, I'm telling you, this is new stuff for you because you never knew that the byte can also be divided.
Oh my gosh.
And IBM did it. That's why they created a packed data type. And in half a byte, they would store a number. In the other half, they would store another number. Or in half a byte, they will store one number. In the other half byte, they would store a sign of the number. And this half a byte was called, half byte is called, does anybody know what half byte is called? Funny word. Okay, it's called a nibble. That's what half byte is called. Jay, can you hear me okay? I just read that you're having audio issues. It's like you can't speak to us or you can't even hear us. I'll ask him in the chat. Oh, so you're having audio issues to not being able to hear me also. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can also dial by location, or if you have a Zoom app on the phone.
Hello.
Yep.
Okay, I hear you now.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Awesome. Cool. Okay, I didn't have any question. I just read your comment and I thought I'll connect with you to make sure that you can hear us. Okay. So half byte is called a nibble and 1 byte is divided into 2 half bytes. And that's how we created the packed decimal. Okay. Now, I would like you guys to turn to page 196. page 196. Look at figure 5.22 on page 196, figure 5.22. Can you tell me what is on the first line? Yes. No, I'm talking about in the very first line. What is that R, test, TR? What's that? Nope, it's not a parameter.
I don't even see what you're talking about.
Are you on page 196?
Yeah,
Okay, are you looking at figure 5.22?
yeah.
Okay, are you looking at the line that starts with 0.0001.00?
Okay, now I see.
Okay, okay. So I'm asking, what is that R, TESTR? What's that? The member name is test P. That's located in the top right corner. So Ismail, this is not a member name. Member names are never written on the line. Member name you should have already figured out by the time you hit the screen. The answer is on my slide, by the way.
Oh,
What is the first thing that you put in a member? What's the first bullet point on the slide?
record format.
What?
Record format.
Record format.
Yeah, record.
Record format, right? So that line number 0001, that R is for the record format. And the test R is the name of the record format. Okay? Everybody okay with that? R is for the record format. Now, let me post an example here so that this is one more example you're looking at, okay? So which line has the record format on my slide? Can you tell me the line number?
Zero zero 0002.00.
Very good.
Got a quick question. What's with
Okay.
the K?
Say it again.
What's with the K?
Don't worry about it right now.
Okay.
We will get there in a week. Okay. So there are a lot of things that you will know about this example that I'm showing you. So only concentrate on the stuff that we have learned. Okay. So don't bother with the stuff for now that we have not yet learned. So 0002 has what, Dar?
Has an R in it.
Yeah, but what is R?
Record format.
Record format.
Yeah.
Record?
Okay.
Record format. Okay, and what is CIF file in this example? That is the name of the record format. Okay, what is it?
The name of the
The
record.
name of the record format. Very good. Okay, so R is for record format. And CIF file is the name of the record format. Any questions so far about what we have learned? Don't ask me questions about things that I've not yet explained to you. Is everybody okay about the things that we have learned so far? Okay. So now let's come down to line number 3. Okay, line number 3. From line number 3 all the way down to line number 8. Okay, line number 3 all the way down to line number 8. Can you tell me what are these? Your fields. Okay, fields will eventually become your columns. Forget about line 0009 where K is. Ignore that for now. Okay. Can you tell me in your book on page number 196, from what line number to what line number are fields? The example in your book, page 196, from what line to what line are fields?
Uh, 2 to 11.
Exactly. Lines 2 through 11 are all the field names, are all the fields. Okay. What does a field needs to have? Can you tell me? What does field needs to have? That's my third bullet point on this slide. A field has to have what?
A name, data type, and field size.
Okay. Now referring to page 196 in your books, can you tell me, okay, I'm going to ask each one of you this question. So each one of you must answer. Ishmael, can you tell me one of the field names from page 196? Or type it in the chat, whatever works for you. And all of you should start picking up a field. Okay. Nathan, can you tell me one of the field names from page 196?
On line 5, double fit or double FLT.
Float. Okay. Dar, can you tell me one of the field names from page 196? Okay. What about Jalen? And Inde?
Hey, so I'm just leaving work, headed home, so I won't be able to answer the question right now.
Oh,
But
you
I can
can't
do
see
so.
my screen right now?
I can see your screen, but I'm just driving. I just didn't want to get in an accident or
okay.
anything.
Oh, okay, okay.
But I'm like 5 minutes from my house, so I'll be able to answer it pretty quickly.
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
No problem. I wonder if Jalen can hear us. Oh, okay. So can you tell Jalen a field name from page 196?
Can you repeat that question? Sorry.
Okay. Can you tell me one of the field names from page 196?
Yep. Double flat.
Somebody else already told that, or list that. So you
Small.
probably
Okay.
pick a different one.
Small bin. Did somebody say that already? No.
No, nobody said that. Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay. Now, next set of questions. Jalen, can you tell me one of the data types from the same figure?
Date.
Date. What letter is date?
Z.
Sure.
Okay.
Look at page 192 and then answer.
Okay. L.
Ah, cool. Awesome. Dar, can you
why does-
tell me a data type? From page 196?
T,
T. What's T for?
birth time.
No, what is that data type T?
Oh, T.
Page 192. Okay, that's the significance of page 192.
Oh,
What
okay.
is T?
Time.
Time. Okay, that's why, see, I wrote that page 192 right here on my slide. That's why page 192 is very important. Okay. Ismail, tell me a data type what nobody else has yet said. Okay, cool. Nathan, tell me a data type from page 196. People have already said about time and date and binary. Can you tell me something else? A different type?
A packed decimal on
Yep,
line
packed
3.
decimal. Yep, and that is with the letter P, right?
P.
Okay, cool. Now, in the example on the slide, what is A for? What's A? What's A data type for? Very good. I'm glad, Ismail, you didn't say A is for Canadians. Just kidding. A is for character. Now, on line number 7, we have order 12, packed 2. 2 is the number of decimal places you can go, and 2 is out of 12. Okay, so that means you can put up to 2 decimal places to the right of the decimal, right? So how many digits are left then to the left of the decimal point? So if I have total 12, out of the 12, 2 are for decimal. Okay, out of 12, 2 are for decimal. How many are left?
10.
10, not 19. Come on. Oh, you probably might have hit 9 by mistake instead of 0, right? Smile. Oh, sure. Okay, so 10. So this is if you want to go into decimal.
What? What is wrong with my computer?
Okay. Now let's come to page number 199. Page 199. Look at figure 5.24. That's when the prompt comes up and you are filling the prompt. Oh, smile, the 31 digits is the maximum you can go, which could be a combination of whole number and decimal, but up to 31 digit long number you can have. Could be all whole numbers, could be a combination. Okay. So page 199, if you're looking at the bottom of page 199 inside the figure 524, that's the prompt. Look at how the prompt gets filled. Employee number is text, so it's left aligned. Length is a number, so it's right aligned. So you have to make sure that you take your cursor to that spot and then you work with it. So you should never enter a number left aligned, otherwise it'll yell back at you. It will put it in the wrong spot. Then you have a data type B for binary, and you have a decimal position 0. As soon as you hit enter, that thing makes its way through and shows up on the SEU editor. Once everything is filled up, you may see something like page number 200. On page number 200, look at figure 525. That's where the entire file is completed. All the fields are in place. All the fields have their names, data types, field length, whole 9 yards, done. When you're done creating the file, the member, not a file, the member, the source member, on page 200 in figure 525, what function key will you press to exit? F3, very good, okay. When you press F3, you will see the screen that you see on page 201, which is figure 526. What is the first question it is asking? Would you like to save the changes? And that's where you say, yeah, I want to save the changes, right? So then after that, your changes are saved and you're ready to compile and you're ready to run. Okay. Now, to get things going in terms of compilation, let's turn to page number 217. Page 221, not 217, page 221. Figure 6.7. On page 221, figure 6.7, you are right now sitting inside a utility called PDM. How can you tell? Page 221, figure 6.7. How can you tell that you are in PDM? Nobody knows? It says on the top, very good. Look over here. What does it say? See, it says using PDM. Can you see that on your screen, in your book, page 221? Okay. And you also will see that whichever member I want to compile, I go next to that member. Now in this picture, we don't have any members listed. But if we had any members listed, like you can see on page number 221, what option will you press to compile? Option number 14, as you can see in your books. And then upon pressing enter, you will be able to compile it. Okay. Any questions so far?
Roxy, I am doing homework. Shut your ass up. Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay. So any questions, anybody, about whatever we looked at so far? We haven't done any hands-on with all of these stuff, but that's what we will be doing next. But I just wanted to go over all of this stuff with you so that you know what we will be doing and what is the process. So to sum it all up, looking at slide number 1, you need to have a library. You create your source physical file, okay? You create what? Member. And then the member needs to be saved with the source code using SEU. Then you compile the member using PDM, and then you add data to it. Use the object, add data using DFU. So that's what we looked at since the beginning of today's class. So guys, this is what we will do. We will first take a break till 7:35. When you come back from the break, we will log into V2 Cloud. We will log into ACS. We will log into 5250. And then we will go through this process. Okay, so I will see you guys at 7:35. Welcome back, everybody. As I was telling you guys before we went on break, that we will be logging into the V2 Cloud. So if you could also please also log into V2 Cloud. Wow, it's taking forever. Let me try again. Am I the only one that's slow? Or are you guys also having something slower?
Mine was fine.
It's fine, probably something on my end. Let me try again. Sometimes, you know, I don't like Chrome. It's very slow sometimes. Okay, let's see. Okay. Yeah, that's better. V2 Cloud. Okay.
Hey, I was wondering, can you kind of like guide me to get to V2? Other than that tool link that I got via email, I'm kind of having a hard time getting there.
I wrote a URL in the chat, gtc.onelogin.com. You log in with your Blackboard credentials. And then you land on a page like this, where you click on V2 Cloud to then log into the V2 Cloud with your Blackboard credentials.
Thank you.
Mhm. So please make a note of these things somewhere in your notes or somewhere, so that when you're doing your homework assignments, as they start getting hands-on assignments now, for which you would be required to log in to the V2 Cloud, you will have some place where steps are written down.
I'm still getting that nothing to connect to Noti. And yeah, I'm still getting that Noti. They had messaged me back September 27th, and I'm still getting that Noti.
This is what he told me. Could you please have both students try accessing V2 Cloud if they're logged in with one login prior to this message being sent out? They would need to log out of one login and log back in. After that, please let me know if they're still having issues. So you were not already logged in to the one login, right? You just logged in, correct?
Correct. I can log out for you really quick though.
Yeah, log out and log back in. Otherwise, I'll update the ticket. And that's insane. 5 weeks into the course, you're still struggling to get to the V2 Cloud. And Xavier did not come today, so we don't even know what his case is.
Yeah, it's still the same Noti.
Did he email you, John?
So the only email I got about the V2 Cloud was from a Tech Central, John Asher. And that was October 3rd, Monday. So that was Monday.
Okay, why don't you do this? On your one login, do you see Tech Central as one of the links?
Yes.
Okay, click on Tech Central and then click History. tab. In the history tab, you should see your tickets. Click on the ticket number, and then you will be inside the ticket. Then click on add note and put a note that I still cannot see V2 Cloud. Would it be possible to set up a Zoom meeting so that he can walk you through the process? Because I mean, otherwise we'll be catching this thing for weeks in day, you know? He telling me something, then I gotta wait a week till I see you again, and then I tell you, and then because the time that we meet, they're not around, they're already home. So the Tech Central people are not there the time we meet. So you have to come up with some kind of a plan with the Tech Central people to meet them during their working hours and get this thing figured out. Otherwise, you won't be able to do any hands-on, and without hands-on, you won't pass this course.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so do complete this ticket and get in touch with them to schedule something during the week and get this thing taken care of and keep me updated. Other people, Jalen, Ismail, Nathan, Dar, you guys in V2 Cloud, then you should log into ACS, Access Client Solutions. When you are an Access Client Solution, log into 5250. And once you are on the green screen, give me a check or a thumbs up. So Smile is in, Nathan is in, waiting for Jalen and Dar. Are you in ACS, Jalen? Okay, then you click on the 5250 emulator. Make sure that in the system, Death Star is selected.
Oh, okay. That's why I did that.
Okay. So you click the drop-down box and choose Death Star, then click 5250 emulator. And Dar, how we doing? Are you in the green screen?
Almost.
Okay. Yeah, let me know when you're in.
I'm here.
I'm just trying to figure out where I wrote down my password.
Okay.
Didn't we have set passwords or did we change it?
Well, originally I asked you guys to change your passwords. So you should have changed it to something until unless you forgot that and I gave you a new pass.
Yeah, I forgot it.
Can you try new pass? Maybe I set it to new pass for you last week.
Is there any caps or anything?
Nope. all lowercase. If that doesn't work, then I may have to give you, oh, I may have to reset your password.
That didn't work.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot where I wrote it down. I know I wrote it down.
What are your 3 digits?
403.
I'm giving you new pass as your password, all lowercase.
Okay.
So try that.
All right, I'm here.
Okay, cool. So you are on the same screen as I am, right?
Oh no, I gotta log in here too.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Log in again with the username and the same password. Dar, how are we doing?
I'm on.
You are in
Yeah.
on the green screen environment where I am right now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Okay, I'm here.
Cool. Now, according to the step number 1, we need to have a library created, which we already have. So we do not need to create a library. How can we check our library? Does anybody remember the command to see your libraries?
Isn't it display library?
So again,
Is it display library?
yeah, what is the command?
DSP LB
LIB.
LIB.
LIBL. Display library list. Okay. Enter. So when you hit enter, you get to see your library list. So what's my library here? Library, current library. You all have ITPA and whatever your 3 digits are. That is your current library. Right? Okay. Now, in this current library, according to step number 2, what do I need to create inside my library? A source physical file. Okay. So that's what we got to create. To create a source physical file, we got to exit out of here, F3. The command is CRT SRC PF. Don't hit enter. First type the command. CRT SRC PF. And then press F4, function key. Okay. Everybody here? Okay. Now, for anybody who doesn't give me confirmation from now on, I cannot keep asking you, give me confirmation, give me confirmation. So it's your job to give me confirmation through chat or through the reaction. If you don't give me confirmation, I will not gonna keep asking you, I'll just keep going on. So don't tell me 20 minutes into the class that I was lost. Okay, so now I got to give the file name. Now this is the file name where we will all gonna come with one kind format, some kind of a format, so it'll be easier to remember. So the format we're gonna see is FA22 FA22 our initials and the letter A for the first one. So you can use your initials. I'm using my initials. FA22 initials and A. Okay. The library will be current library. If you do not have anything listed there, then you can put asterisk current library. Asterisk is required because it's a system value. So asterisk current library. Record length, member, description, leave everything the way it is right now. Just put in the name and hit enter. Done, everybody? Okay. Next on the slide, it tells us that we got to create a member. The members are created in SEU, which is a utility. And you start a utility with the command str_seu. And then you press F4. You type str_seu and you press F4. And you're now sitting here. Can anybody tell me what should I put in the source file?
The one we just created with our initials.
Very good. So fall 22, your initials A. That should go in the source file. Tab, the library should be asterisk current library. So fill in those two guys. Okay, everybody done with the two items? Okay, I'm launching a poll. You should each pick one object from the poll. So there are 5 of you. So we'll see 5 responses. The 2 people responded so far. Four people responded so far. Okay. Okay, all 5 of you responded. So cars wins for now. Okay. So we will name our member cars FA 22A. The member type or the source type will be PF and no asterisk for PF. Okay, now you press enter. And you should all be inside SEU and make sure that it says PF in the top left corner. Cars FA22A, that's the name on the top right corner. Yusuf S/fall22 initials A, that's my library and object. You will have yours. So whenever I ask you for a homework assignment, I will ask you for the screenshot. As soon as I see the screenshot, I will know that only you can access your library. Only you can access that library. And you can only access that source physical file. So this is an indicator that it is your work, not somebody else's work.
So does V2 Cloud delete the files?
None of this stuff is on V2 Cloud. All of this stuff is on the IBM server, and all your objects are saved there permanently. V2 Cloud is just the way we use and access the software from the IBM, because you guys are not licensed to install them on your personal computers.
Oh,
Okay, so all of this is on IBM server. That's why after you log into V2 Cloud, you log into the IBM server through the ACS. Okay. So now that I am on the very first line inside my member, right? Remember member. What is the first thing that I got to create in a member? What is the first thing that you create in a member? Record format. Very good. Okay. So to create a record format, what function key do I press on the keyboard? What function key do I press on the keyboard to start coding?
F4.
F4. Okay. As soon as I put F4, notice this bottom area. Okay. Now there's one rule to remember when coding in this environment. It only understands uppercase. So make sure your caps lock is on. Okay. Your caps lock must be on. Under the name type, type the letter R. And under the name, we're going to call this one cars REC. Just some kind of a name for a record format. Nothing fancy. R for the record format, and cars REC, just a name. You can name it anything. You can name your record format anything, as long as it is not more than 10 characters long. Then you hit enter, and that shows up right at the top, just like that.
For mine, it's like 5 spaces down.
Spaces down.
Yeah, 1 through 4 is above it.
I can't really answer that question until I see your screen, Dar. Can you share your screen?
Yeah, here you go.
Oh. Go to line number 1. You might be on line number 5 when you press F4. Now press F4. Nothing is happening. Oh, here it is. Okay. Now
Kept
put,
pressing it at the
yeah,
first.
put R in the name type. Put cars, REC. Enter. Okay, now come to line number 5 and put F4. Okay, delete R. Are you using backspace or delete?
Delete.
Delete is supposed to delete. The backspace doesn't works. Try to hit us. Yeah, go try to delete in the name.
Nothing.
Okay, do one thing. Go back to that line. Hit hit enter. Sorry, hit enter first. Now go back to the 0, 0, 0, 5. Go to the leftmost 0. Leftmost. Leftmost.
Oh, leftmost.
Yeah. Okay. Now type D as in David, D, and number 1. Hit enter. Cool. That's fine. Go back to line number 2. Okay. Now that's where you should be coding when I resume. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. How did you get the R again? This is how I got the R. I was on the first line, I pressed F4. So under name type, I typed R. And under the name, I typed cars rec, and I hit enter. Did you get it, Ismail? Smile, are you done with the first line? Ismail, are you still stuck on the first line? Okay, share your screen. Share your screen so I can walk you through how you can get this far. It's you have to share your screen for me to be able to walk you through the process. Otherwise, it'll be very difficult for me. We'll be sitting here for several minutes trying to figure out where you are and where I am.
You got a camera on the other computer?
He doesn't need a camera. He just needs to log into Zoom. Okay, you are on the main menu. Type STRSEU and hit enter. Does that takes you back? That's what I'm saying, you probably missed somewhere something in the whole process. Is there any way you can get on the Zoom on the other computer? Yeah, then go ahead and make a new one, and you got to remember to put PF in the source type. You might have not done that. That's why it is not working for you. So create a new one, give it a different name. So type STRSU and hit F4, and make sure that you type the PF in the source type, and let me know when you have made this far. Ismail, let me know when you're ready. What is not working, Ismail? You need to explain, because this is important stuff. If you don't get it, you will going to struggle. That's why we have to make sure that this is, we all have to work on it together. What's not working, we need to know. Do you want me to walk you through the steps again? Will that work? Okay. Guys, I will come back to this file. Let me walk Smile through the process again. Okay. Smile, go back to the main menu. Are you in the main menu? Okay. On the main menu, I want you to try STRSEU and press F4. Okay. You did create the source file with us, right? Which was FA22, right? Initials A. And then for the library, we use current library. Okay. And then in the source member, that's where you need to type the cars. What did we call it? Oh, we call it cars FA22. You probably have an A, you can call it a B. Next line, you type PF. Okay, so those are the 4 things that you need to fill. Let me know when you're done filling all 4 of them. Okay, now you press enter, you should see PF. Okay, awesome. Now let's get to Jalen. What function keys do I press on the Mac?
Yeah, my screen just like went black. I got logged back in, but it doesn't let me. When I hit the function keys on Mac, it does totally different things.
Do you have an FN key on your Mac somewhere in the bottom left corner on your keyboard?
Yep.
Okay, so try FN and then press a key. FN F4. See if that works.
Okay. Can you show me how to do that? Because it doesn't look like none of my stuff is here anymore. My screen just went black.
Can you share your screen?
Yeah.
Okay, share your screen and I'll walk you through. Okay. Now press F3. So you probably will do function F3, FN F3. Does that works? Okay, cool. Now, did you do anything with me so far or nothing?
Nothing. I've been trying to get it to work.
Okay. You got to speak a little bit earlier. Don't wait half an hour.
Sorry about that.
Okay. Okay, so you type here, the first command is CRT SRC PF F4. So we're creating a source physical file. Our source physical file is FA22. You type your initials A. Okay, so that'll be easier for all of us to remember that all of us are formatting ours the same way. The rest of the information will be the same. Press enter. Okay, now you got to type STRSEU and press F4. SEU. SEU. F4. Now, The source file is the one that you just created, the FA22, your initials A. Oops, press Control key on the keyboard or on the Mac. Yeah, Control or Command, I don't know, okay, yeah. Now type no, asterisk, no asterisk. FA22, your initials A. Okay, you only type an asterisk if it's a built-in value, like on the next line, hit Tab, and this is where you will type asterisk CURLIB, because it is CUR.
CUR, sorry.
Yeah, URLIB, current line. Okay, now press Tab again. Okay, you don't have to delete. Let's start typing. Cars FA22A. Tab again. Type PF. And now delete the AME. No. Go back to PF. Yep. Now, the name of the member is Carsfall 22A. The source type is PF. Press Enter. Okay. Now you will create a record format. So press F4 or function F4 for you. Okay. Under the name type, Ismail, you can also follow along this step. So under name type, type R. And under name, you can type REC cars. Enter. Okay, this is how far I came. So I will share my screen now. Okay, now we need to start, after we are done creating the record format, we're now to start defining the fields. Okay. Smile, you're caught up, right? With record format? Okay, cool. Now, in the top left corner, you see 0001. To insert a new line, you cannot press enter at the end of the first line. Things don't work like this, like that over here. You need to type I, the letter I, and the number 1. I1 for insert one line. And then hit enter. And I'm going to insert one line for you. Press F4. We'll bring the prompt. Now we'll fill in the prompt. Typically, cars have make, model, right? And price. Those are the 3 fields I want to create. Make. Remember from our lecture earlier that the length has to be right aligned. So I'm going to go all the way to the right, and I'll put 20. So I started from the second last position and put 20. If you start at the last location, you cannot put 2 digits.
What did you do to get that extra piece?
What extra piece? What do you mean? Like new line? Or what?
After that.
What do you mean extra piece, star? I'm not following.
The 0002.
Oh, that automatically comes when you new line, when you press F4, it automatically comes.
Oh.
Did you press F4 yet?
Okay, now I see it.
Okay, cool. So now I put the make in the name and I put the 20 right aligned, right? And then I press enter. As soon as I put enter, this information shows up on the screen. Okay, however, I did not put a data type. I did not put a data type purposely so that I can show you how you can edit a line that you already pressed enter on. So if you want to edit a line that you already pressed enter on, simply click on that line and you see a cursor anywhere on the line and press F4 and the line will show up again in the prompt. Go to the data type and type A because makes are characters. Once you put A under the data type, then press enter again and it will update the line for you. Is everybody done with the first line? The first field, I mean? Give me a check or a thumbs up, okay? Jalen said no, so we're gonna give Jalen some time. We'll
Yeah, I
wait.
accidentally typed A in the name type. How do you?
You go back to that line, Jalen.
Yeah.
And then you press F4 again, which is function F4 for you. And then fix the way it is for me. Make the changes for yours to match mine.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, I got to the edit part, but I accidentally typed the A in name type.
Right,
do you-
fix it. Just click there and type and change. It's just like an editor. It's just like filling out a form.
How do you make it blank?
Just delete.
Yeah, I get that get locked out of my keyboard when I hit delete.
Okay, why do you want to delete? What is it in the name right now for you?
It's hold on, my V2 cloud just closed.
You know, it's better that your video cloud, when it comes back up, share your screen. That's much better for me to walk you guys through when I can see your screen.
Okay.
Okay, oh, you wrote 4 there and your
Yeah.
delete key is not working. What about a space bar? Did your space bar works?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Now hit enter. Okay, cool. Awesome. Now let's insert a third line. So again, I go to 0002. And what do I put there, guys, to insert a new line?
I1.
Okay, I1, and I hit enter. And what key do I press to get the prompt? F4. Yep, F4. Now I start making my second field. Model 20A. So as you see, things are done very similar. Once you learn how to do one field, you can just do any number of fields. And then you press enter. And the second field also goes in place. Now let's go back to 0003 and let's put I1 and hit enter to enter a new line. And then press F4 again. So this is the third field we are adding. This time I'm going to add a number field. So I'm going to give a length of 9, packed, and 2 decimal places. So notice all the numbers are right aligned.
What's this green line on here?
Oh, you probably might have mistyped something. The green line is showing you an error. Is it where are you? Where is the green line coming?
It's on model.
Okay, you might have made a mistake there. Let me first complete this and I'll let you share your screen so that we can fix the problem. I'm gonna wait till everybody completes this so that I don't have to redo this step.
Okay.
So we got to make sure the 9 is right aligned. We got to make sure the 2 is right aligned. And then the P is in the data type, the name is price, and we hit enter, and that goes through. Okay, Dar, share your screen. So let's see what's going on.
Never mind, I got it.
Okay. Okay, so now do the third line. If you got the model line, do the price line. And let me know when you are done with the price line. So Jalen, you're caught up. Nathan, you're caught up. Ismail, you are also caught up. Okay, Dar, let me know when you're caught up with that price line.
Got it.
Okay. Once you guys are done with this, how do I exit out of this? Exit is the same across the board.
F3.
F3, okay? So Jalen, you would have to do function F3, and then it is asking you, do you want to save changes? Hit enter. Yes, I want to save changes. Now that when you are on the main menu, which utility do I go to compile? Which utility do I go to compile?
PDM.
PDM. So you type str PDM and hit enter. And then you choose option number 3 for members. str PDM is what you type. And then you choose option number 3. Okay. What is the name of my file? FA22 initials A. So my file pretty much refers to where my members exist. Okay. So you type the name of the file. In the current library, you can type CURLIB with an asterisk, or you can type ITPA under 3 digits. Both would be just fine. Both mean the same thing. And then you will press enter. Okay. So type the name of the file in the first line, type the current library on the second line with an asterisk, or ITPA or 3 digits, either of the two, and then you press enter. When you press enter, you will end up on the screen. So is everybody here? Okay. Ismail is here. Jalen. Okay, everybody's there. Okay. Now, which option should I use to compile?
14.
14. So I got to go and type 14 next to the cars FA22. The cursor will automatically shift. Don't worry about that. After you're done typing 14, just simply press enter. You should get that message that I'm getting down below saying the compile was submitted to batch. Compile was submitted to batch. Compile getting submitted to batch does not mean the object was also created. It just simply means it was submitted for compilation purpose. It doesn't matter what the compilation results are, it's submitted. Now to check the compilation results, you got to type a message, which I'm typing down in the console. And I also wrote that command in the chat. Do you all see that the following was completed normally? Everybody got it normally? When you type DSP MSG in the command prompt and hit enter. Okay,
Yes, I got normal.
okay, Dar,
Yeah, I got normal.
okay. Now you F3 out of here. That means your object was created. Let's check to see if our objects are created. Object is created. Okay, so let's F3 out of here. Everybody should be on the screen that I am on right now. So where should I go to check for objects? Which
Two.
option? 2. Okay, 2, enter. The name of the library is Yusuf S. That's fine. Or for you guys, it'll be ITPA. We are 3 digits. In the name of the object, type cars FA 22A. Or Ismail, you'll type 22B, right? So type the name of the object and press enter. Can you see the object? Okay, that means the object is now created. The object type is file, and the object can store data.
Still typing out what? On the object name.
Are you still on the same screen that I'm right now? Work with objects? Or are you on a different screen, Dar?
Still, I'm on the screen that you had before that.
Are you on this screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so under the name object, you type cars FA22A, and then you hit enter. And you should be able to see that object on the next screen. That shows that the object was created, and the object should have a typed file.
There's no objects.
Dar, share your screen, please. F3. Do option 3 first. Enter. Enter. Okay. Cars FA22A. Okay, that's the name of your member. Did you do option 14 here before, right?
14?
Did you do that step with me? Yes or no?
What was that stuff?
When I asked you to compile the member and check to see if you Okay, you told me that it was compiled normally, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you did compile it. Okay. Now F3 out of here. Okay, now choose option number 2, work with objects. Okay, now, oh, you misspelled. You wrote cards. It's cars. No D there. Okay, enter. Here you go. You can see an object. That's fine. F3 out of here. Okay, with me so far, everybody? Okay. You want to do one more practice in the last 20 minutes? But this time we got to go a little bit faster. We cannot spend 45 minutes on one line. So, step number 1. Do you need to create library? Yes or no?
No, we already have
No.
one.
Good. Do you need to create a source physical file?
No.
No, you already have one. What is the name of the source physical file?
It was FA22, our initials A.
Exactly. Exactly. So we are done with those 2 steps. We can directly go creating members. How can I create a member? What command do I type? STRSEU. Oh, sorry. STRSEU. And then press F4. You always type, you always go to SEU to get started. STRSEU, press F4. Okay. Source file. What is the source file? Fall 22 initials 1. What's the current library is my library. Source member. Okay, remember you guys picked 2 items, right? Let's pick the other guy, phone FA22A. So phone FA22A. And the member type is PF. Make sure all 4 items are filled in. Oops, it's A, not 1, sorry. It's A. FA22 initials A. Give me a thumbs up or a green check when you're done filling all 4 items. Check, double check, make sure you have all 4 of them there. Okay, Jalen, you got it?
Not yet. I'm almost.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Okay, Dar, you got it, right? I think I saw something from you. Yep, okay, cool, awesome. Now when we hit enter, you should notice that you should have PF in the top left corner, and that's a physical file. What is the first thing that I do here? I create my record format, okay? So record format, what key do I press? F4. Okay, cool. F4. Now, what do I put under name type? R. Okay, the name could be REC phone, doesn't matter. The names is not important.
I was about to say, got something completely different. It sent me back to the list screen.
Share your screen, Dar, so we can help you catch up back to where we are. Okay. Okay. STRSU, press enter. Okay, now hit F3. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Say enter. Enter here. Okay. STRSU, press F4. Okay. Did you okay, this is where you put your source file name, which is fall 22, your initials 1. Initials A, sorry, yeah. Tab library is your asterisk current library. The member is we call phone FA22A. Tab FPF, PF, delete the rest, enter. Okay, F4. Cool, that's where I am right now. Okay. So I put R in the name type and I put direct phone in the name and I press enter. So I got my first line done. To start a new line, I need to type I1 in the leftmost column. I1, I get a new line. Again, I press F4. I can start writing my field names. So I'm going to just do a couple of fields, okay? Make uh, 9A. Make 9A. And another one, price 7P2. Okay, is everybody done with this one this far? Enter. So give me a thumbs up or a green check when everybody is done with all these lines. Just waiting for Mr. Dar.
Got the green line again.
How did you fix it last time?
I moved the thing over, but it won't even let me delete it this time.
Okay, Dar, share your screen. Let's see what that looks like so that we can help you fix that. Okay, you made a mistake there. So go back to that number 2 you typed in the bottom. Okay, delete that and move your cursor to, delete the 2. Or hit a space bar, I don't know, hit a space bar or something. The 2 should disappear. And then actually you wrote 2 in the leftmost box as opposed to the rightmost box. That's why it's giving you the error. Is it not letting you delete?
Nope.
Okay, again, okay, if you go down back there to that spot where it says 2, click in that box where it says 2, okay, and type 3. Let's see if it lets you replace it with something. Oops. And I mean, like, click on the cursor. Don't make that yellow box around it. Yeah, just click in the box. Okay, now type 3. Okay, does it let you type anything anywhere? Just go to the, oh,
What the heck? Well, crap. What just
okay.
happened? Oh,
No. Just press F4 again. Okay, now go down there where it says number 2. Okay, type 3. Okay, type 2. Okay, now go back to the spot where it says 3 and hit delete. It doesn't let you. Okay. Okay. Put 0 instead of 3. Type 0. It doesn't let you. Okay, hit the control key on the keyboard.
Control.
Uh-huh.
Oh, here.
Okay, now type 0. Okay, now hit enter. Key not allowed. Okay. Go back to the 0 spot and hit a space bar. Okay, now hit enter. Enter key not allowed in the field. Okay. Okay. And it's not letting you delete. It's not okay. The last resort is go back to the leftmost key or hit F12. Hit F12. Let's see what it does. Hit F12. Okay, F12 again. Not letting you do anything about it. Okay, okay. If you type 3 and if you type 1 and 2, type 1. Oh, hit the control key again. Anytime you see that. Okay, now type 1. Okay, now hit enter. Okay, enter key not allowed. Enter key not allowed. Okay. And it's not letting you delete or backspace, nothing. Okay, cool. Okay, awesome. Okay, hit enter. Oh, what did it let you use backspace?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was backspace. Awesome.
It actually let me use delete.
Because not all keys on your keyboard are mapped. Remember, this uses ABCDIC keyboard system, not ASCII keyboard system. Okay, so that's fine. Cool. So now let's get to the screen here that I have and you have. Everybody is on the same screen. Now we will gonna press F3. And then we're gonna hit enter. Okay, with me, everybody? Now, are you on the same screen that I am, PDM? If not, type str PDM. If you are not there, type str PDM to get here. Okay, where do I go from here to compile? Option 3. Okay. Option 3. Then I hit enter. I should now see 2 items in the list. Which one of the 2 am I compiling? The phone. Okay, go next to the phone and type number 14 and press enter. It should come back and tell you that the compile was submitted. What command do I type to check? Very good. Display message, right? So you type display message, and it'll tell you the following was completed normally.
I ended up in a different screen again.
Go back to strpdm, Dar, and then from there choose option 3. Hit enter. And did you compile? Did you do 14 on phone before you change screens?
14 on the phone. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the main screen. Then
Did you get a chance to type 14 next to the phone and hit enter?
nope.
No, okay. So are you type strpdm? Are you in PDM now?
STRPDL. Nothing.
Share your screen so that we can produce something out of that nothing. Okay, you are in PDM. Come on, look at that top. What does it say, Star?
Oh,
Come on. Choose option number 3. Okay, hit enter. Choose 14 next to the phone. Type 14 next to the phone. No, next to the phone. Come on, Dar. Okay. Type 14 and hit enter. Good. Now click down below in the command prompt and type DSPMSG. Enter. Normally. Good. F3 out of here. F3 out of here. Okay. So far, this is what we got going. Now, what you will be doing during the week is you have a quiz you have an assignment this week. So if you go to unit number 5, you have an assignment number 3 to work on. This, I'm asking you to create a source physical file. So you will be creating a source physical file, a different one than what we just created in class. And you will be creating a member by the name of titles. And you'll be creating these fields with these lengths and the data type. So that is your assignment for this week. And if you go back to unit number 4, in unit number 4, in fact, you know what? Let me, yeah, I did not make these available last week in unit 4. Let me make these available for you guys. This will be very, very helpful for you guys, okay? All the things that we did, of course, the class recording will be available in unit 5, but these YouTube video tutorials I got for you, these are step-by-step breakdown. Don't worry about the DFU. We did not do DFU this week. We'll do DFU next week. But these are in unit 4. Let me do one more thing. Let me move these to unit 5 because that's where we literally did everything. So let me move this to unit 5. This one, and there is this folder called files. Let me move this one to unit 5 as well. Okay. Oops. Okay. So in the unit 5, if you scroll down to the bottom, if it lets me scroll down, right? I don't know what's wrong with this. Here I got YouTube, and here I got the folder called files. in the folder called files, that's where I have the PDF document or a Word document. No, it's a Word document where I've given you steps to creating the source physical file in a document format. And the next document is about step-by-step screenshots. Okay, step-by-step screenshots of how to create a physical file and compile it step by step. So those two will serve a great deal for you guys. Either you come through those short YouTube video tutorials, or you watch, you don't need this one. Let me even delete that one. Okay. So you can go through step by step as to how you can go about completing this. So anyway, so in unit number 5, oops, I don't know what's wrong with this. In unit number 5, the YouTube tutorial DDS, that's where you have how to create source physical file video, how to create physical file member video, how to compile. I've broken this down into steps. And then right underneath that, you have another folder called files, in which I have given you the same steps in the document format. So if you are if you need help, of course, the class lecture video will be available, but there'll be whole 3-hour long video. This is where things are broken down into smaller steps. Okay.
Okay.
So work on that stuff during the week. No new quiz, just the hands-on stuff. And in day, I hope things get resolved for you as soon as possible so that you can also start working on this assignment.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, keep me posted. Keep following on the ticket to make sure things get done as soon as possible for you, okay?
For sure. And then one thing I will do is hopefully this ticket is resolved by this weekend, because I'll just rewatch this class and kind of do everything that you were showing us earlier.
Awesome, cool, great.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, have a good night. Is there any way to add the fields of a member, save it, then come back to it? And oh yeah, Ismail, you can create, what you can do is you can always go back to an existing member. So for example, when I'm working with members, so I go to option number 3, right? And I want to edit the member. So I click next to the member and I type number 2. And now I can edit, like I can go back and I can insert a new line and I can work. Yeah, of course. You don't have to complete the whole thing in one shot. We didn't do that stuff today, but we're going to be doing that stuff next week as to how you can edit a member. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I was not sharing. My bad. Okay. So let me share my screen. So if you are outside of the main menu and you go to the STR PDM, you go to members, and then you go to your members, and whichever member you want to edit, you go next to that member, and number 2 is for edit. So you go down here. Let's say if I want to add another line, I type I1 and I add a line, and then I can make add more fields, or I can make changes to the existing field, and then I can exit out of here and then recompile. But you have to recompile. Otherwise, the changes you make will not make their way into the object. Okay, cool. And then that's all for tonight, guys. Have a good night.
I was about to ask you something.
Oh, okay.
So